number 7, we need to find the value of the integral of the absolute value of x from -1 to 2. X varies from -1 to 2. Let's just sketch the absolute value function from -1 to 2. So we're going to use the table of value from -1 to 2 of the absolute value of x. The absolute value of -1 is 1, so 1 is 1. Absolute value of 0 is 0, 0 is 0. And 1 is positive 1 is 1, and positive 2 is 2. Now the area under the curve from -1 to 0 is a triangle, and the area under the curve from 0 to 2 is also a triangle. So the total area is triangle 1 plus triangle 2. And the formula for area of a triangle is half of base times height. So for the first one is going to be half of 1 times 1. The base is 1 and the height is 1. For the second one, the base is 2 and the base is 2 and the height is 2. So for the second one, the area is half of 2 times 2. Half of 1 is just half, 1/2. And half of 4, 4/2. 1/2 plus 4/2, 5/2, which is 2.5. To solve by integration, we need to remember that if x is strictly less than 0, the absolute value of x is equal to its opposite. And if x is greater than 0, the absolute value of x, well, it's equal to x. Now, using the properties of the integrals, the integral from -1 to 2 can be written as the integral from -1 to 0 plus the integral from 0 to 2. Of course, the function is the absolute value of x. Now, from -1 to 0, x is negative. Therefore, the absolute value of x is equal to its opposite, -x. And from 0 to 2, x is positive. Therefore, the absolute value of x is equal to itself, to x itself. Now, the integral will be -x² over 2, power rule, and it goes from -1 to 0. For the second integral, it's going to be x² over 2 from 0 to 2, which is 0 minus -1 in parentheses squared over 2 plus the upper boundary 2 squared over 2 minus 0, 0 squared over 2. -1 squared is +1, so it's going to be 0 - -1, which is +1/2. 1 - 1 = -1, 1 - 1 = 1 - 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = 1 + 1 = plus negative 1 squared over 2 will be 4 over 2 minus 0. And 4 over 2 plus 1 over 2 is 5 over 2 or 2.5.